so can you please introduce yourself and what it is that you do?
Okay. My name is Ashlyn Huff, and I'm a singer-songwriter. And a dancer. I come from Nashville, but I sing pop music, which is new. But, yeah, I write everything I do, and I really, really love to write my own songs and dance on stage and have a great time.
Awesome. Okay, so how did you get started in the business?
I grew up around music. Naturally, my dad's a musician and a producer, and my grandfather's in it. So it was something I had no way to get away from necessarily. But I started off as a dancer, and that was kind of my way into music, a different kind of approach. And I listened to it, and I listened to it from from that perspective, and I got really interested in how people wrote lyrics. So I learned how to edit the music as I went, and then I started to write my own songs when I was in college, and from that point on, I knew I wanted to sing my own words. So it's kind of a weird way, right?
Okay. Very cool. All right. How would you describe your musical stylings?
I would say it's a cross between rock and pop. A little bit more on the pop side on some songs, a little bit more on the rock side some songs. I have a lot of guitars, but then I have a lot of dance elements too. So I would say maybe a cross between Katy Perry and Kelly Clarkson.
Awesome. Okay. So who are some of your musical influences?
Influences, I have two sides. On the dance side, I would say Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake because of the way that they put genres together and make things musical yet still danceable. And then on the side of lyrics and songwriting, I would say completely opposite stuff. But Mark Broussard and John Mayer and Gavin DeGraw, the way that they write, they say what they mean and they sing it how they mean it, and it's the soul part of it really comes out in what they do.
Very cool. All right. Now you recorded your debut album, which releases May 11th, I believe.
Yes.
What was that like? Can you give us some insight as to what that was like recording it and how excited you are that it's coming out?
Sure. Well, we kind of went a different way about doing this album as well. Because I wrote it, we didn't have to find people who wrote songs for me. So we wrote it and then we recorded a demo, and then we really took the demo and just made it into a real the song for the record instead of redoing the whole thing. So it really was unconventional the way we went about it. We didn't go into the studio for a month. We just kind of did everything as we went, which is good in my opinion for my first record because it really helps me grow. We can always revisit songs, of course, but we weren't locked in a room, so to speak, for a couple months like a lot of people do their records. So it just gave me the freedom to be in and out of the studio physically and around doing other things and getting more ideas, listening to music without really trying to think about it. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does. It does.
I wrote it with three different people, so I had three different experiences with that as well, and they're all good. I mean, I like writing with people that produce as well because they really have a hand in the song personally, so they have a big point in getting it out at the very end. They definitely know what they're looking for. It's not as if someone comes in and doesn't really have, they don't really care about the song because they just heard it once and it's their job to finish it out. So that's been a major plus. As far as how excited I am, I mean, words can't describe it. It's been something I've been waiting for and working towards for years now. And it's weird because now people know songs when I sing them on stage, and they sing them back, and I'm like, okay, that's odd. Singing something I wrote in my own journal in a plane or in my my bedroom or something has come out, and someone else singing it back to me. So that's what I'm most excited about. Is just that in general.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay, so now what was your favorite song that you recorded off your album?
My favorite song I recorded? It's a hard question because I wrote all of them, so it's not as if I don't have, there's a special
Yeah.
story and circumstance tied to each of them. But Sweet Nothing, I think, is probably my favorite song because it is, like, sometimes I write about other friends and what they go